To throw on second down, Silverman. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They try the left side with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Montgomery. He finds some open field here. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Hey, 315. Box 2 all day, dog. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Riggs. Hurt. Motion. 26, Mike. Go.
Back to throw. Silverman. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Let's see what you got. Trap 60. 26, Mike. Watch the run. 26, Mike. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Silverman, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Check Mike.
Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go one more. Check three. Watch out.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 16, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 1st and 10, Silverman flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson caught by Montgomery. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil from the 47. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Watch the safety creep. Kill.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check safety.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Front it. Check three. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Lions' 21-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 5 yards.
On 3rd down, it's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
26 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 26 Mike.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. You better be afraid.
From the gun on 3rd down, Silverman. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's back to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Defense, let's go. Check, Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Wilson. That's complete to Eskridge. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down, Seahawks.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Mike 27.
Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Touch 50, touch 50. Shift, watch the shift.
Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Check 50, check 50.
On first down, Montgomery. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
On 3rd down, it's Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 109 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run with Love. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.